Welcome to Wine Uncorked with Tower. My name is Gil Coolers. I'm a wine consultant at Tower Beer, Wine, and Spirits here in Atlanta, Georgia. Today we're going to answer the question is, why is my dry wine sweet? A question I get a lot when I'm in the shop is, I am looking for a wine that's not too sweet. Can you help me? And of course I can, because the vast majority of wines in the shop are indeed not sweet. They are what is called dry. And let's define dry once and for all. Dry means a wine has no fermentable sugars left in the must, or the grape juice that we get after we squeeze the grapes. Grapes are very interesting fruits in that they have a high level of sugar. This is especially true with winemaking grapes that you're familiar with: Merlot, Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon. And these sugars inside the grapes are the favorite food of a very special type of yeast called Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, very interestingly, was thought to have been discovered on grape skins. This yeast is the same yeast that makes our breads rise and also brews our beers. Interestingly, it is thought that this particular yeast was isolated from grape skins because that's where it's found most often in nature. So once these yeasts start metabolizing the sugars, two things are produced: carbon dioxide and alcohol. It's the same carbon dioxide that we see in our sparkling wines. But for non-sparkling wines, the CO2 goes into the atmosphere and the alcohol is created until there are no fermentable sugars left. There are, however, non-fermentable sugars, such as xylose, but they are in such low quantities and they are much less sweet than the other sugars that you really can't perceive their sweetness. So there are really no truly dry wines. However, you may be saying, I don't care about all that, my wine is sweet. And yes, I understand that. And here comes the tricky part for my associates and I as we try to describe to customers a fairly complex concept called organoleptic perception. Organoleptic perception is how we perceive the world with our five senses. There is no wine that suffers from this misperception more than Riesling. This is an Albert Mann Riesling from Alsace, France. It has wonderful aromas of green apples and pears and tangerines and other sweet citrus fruits. But I assure you, this is a dry wine. It has only 6 grams of sugar per liter, just a tad more than the Siduri. These are both considered dry wines. But perhaps you don't believe me. The U.S. Department of Agriculture defines a dry wine as one with 10 grams of sugar per liter or less. So you may not like a fruity wine, but chances are the wine you're having with dinner tonight is anything but sweet. Thanks for watching, and thanks for shopping at Tower.